store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Option. Got the first down, looking for more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense hasn't been deep in their own end. Give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's in goal. Looking deep. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's in goal. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. And he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Quick release by the QB. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Now on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Toss sweep to the left. And some room to work.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll run the option. Running to Green. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Handoff to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. To throw, it's in goal. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking for a man. It's in goal. Right down the middle. Got him downfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Vols!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. crank up the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Dropping back. It's in goal. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Volunteers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first. They snap it to the up man. He'll try to run for it. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Let's go. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Now on the move. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got him.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air. It's in goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. Creates a little space. Turning it on! And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they've They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Goes to the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Dropping back, it's in goal. Here comes the heat. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's open on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fullback's got it. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Gets the back moving. Reading the option, it's Otis. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Otis. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
First and goal, Nittany Lions.
One more play to pad the stats.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
A first down run on the doorstep. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good.